It's big enough to have a cricket field.
Is it?
And other stuff, yeah.
Oh, boy.
Girl.
The biggest, the baddest, wackiest, funniest, filmiest show on earth.
Never
Hey, welcome back to our stupid reaction of Corbin.
I protected my nipple.
You follow things going for more juicy content like there's some Patreon.
There's coffee in my cup.
Welcome back. We got a new bon appetit. This sandwich is Mumbai's #1 street food.
Vada pav?
I don't know. Let's figure it out. Looks like it. Nope. Yep.
Woo! If you're in Bombay, there's one
Hey, Matt here.
We're done here.
I just met with chefs Tim and Jeannie at Kasama to learn how to make their combo sandwich. Now it's time to show
Do
you
you ever watch
how to recreate
Uncle
it at
Richard?
home.
No.
Oh, man.
He's an Asian comedian.
Craving a taste of Chicago?
Uncle Richard?
Click the link to
Yeah,
see
I don't
the
know that I
full
know
recipe.
him. Maybe if I
If
saw him,
you
I'd
love
recognize
to travel,
him.
Capital One has a rewards credit card that opens up a world of possibilities.
Shut up, horse lady.
With venture
One sandwich
Aw.
you have to eat. It's the vada pav. It's a potato dumpling.
Vada pav?
spiced
I said
with
it wrong,
chickpea batter
I'm sure.
In a bun.
Is
with
it vada
glorious
pav?
Chutneys,
We've been
tamarind.
calling it vada pav
Millions
for
are sold every day.
frickin'
all
6
across
years.
The city. It's the #1 sandwich on the planet. And right behind me is Aram Vada Pav. They sell thousands
That stupid
of
babies
vada pav a
greeted
day.
us
We're gonna
in
go inside
Mumbai
and see how they do
with
it.
that the minute
get
we
into the
stepped
kitchen.
out of the airport.
All of this is happening in less than 100
Didn't you?
square feet. They're making the vadas over the corner. Come on, let's take a look at what Chef Chetan's doing over here. So these are the actual vadas. This is potato that's been boiled
Vadas.
and then spiced with popped
Vada
mustard
pav?
seeds, curry
Vada
leaves,
pav.
green
That makes
chilies,
sense, 'cause the V is
ginger,
often a W
and little bit of
pronunciation.
hing, asafoetida.
Vada pav.
It's the resin from this plant. And it's a very simple recipe. It isn't heavily masala-fied because the magic happens when he dips it in the pakora batter. The batter itself is also seasoned with salt. It's made with chickpea flour, and it's essentially got probably a hint of turmeric and a little bit of hing in it. Then it's deep fried. This has to be done by hand. There's absolutely no other way to do it. And he's perfected his technique. The ball's getting tossed from one hand to the other.
Yeah,
A
that's the
quick
best
dunk
way to
in the
do
batter.
that. Toss
The
your
batter's
balls
gotta
from
be the
one hand to
perfect
the other.
texture, Not too thick, not too thin, a little bit thicker than pancake batter, and then dunk it in the oil in such a way so that it doesn't sink to the bottom and stays floating at the top. It's set to roughly 200 degrees Celsius is what I
Damn.
can see on the front. His range is between 200 and 250. That's almost 400 degrees,
400 degrees.
Fahrenheit.
That's
Extremely
hot.
because remember, he doesn't have to worry about cooking the inside. He just has to make sure that the outside gets
He's doing
golden
that with his
crispy
eyes closed.
and fast. There's 36 of the vadas in a tray, and he gets 55 in it at one time. So it's a practice motion where he's flinging a vada from
Yeah,
one
he's
hand to
done
the
that
other, giving it a quick
100,000
roll,
times.
and dropping into the oil. It's rolling off his
don't even-
fingertips.
you don't even
Think
see
of
it.
Yeah,
Michael Jordan
unbelievable.
making that final shot in
Yeah.
Game 6 against Utah. The ball's just rolling off his fingertips.
Indians
It's
get
really
that
He pushed
impressive.
off.
I mean, there's no difference in craftsmanship and trade.
He
It's
did.
just
You know he
practice,
did.
timing,
Everybody knows he did.
experience.
Doesn't matter.
He comes from his village every week to do this Monday to
get
Friday,
called?
and then the weekend
No.
he goes back to the village. He is the
Didn't
vada
need
pav
to be.
specialist at Ram Vada Pav. So he's going to get 55 in there. It'll take about 2 to 3 minutes. It'll get in that
That's a
tray,
good time.
and it'll start immediately all over again. I just did the math real quickly. If he's doing 55 every 3 minutes, he's doing approximately 1,000 an hour. Separate from the
jeez.
oil, he's collecting what we call the bundi, the little crunchy bits that drip off the batter into the oil, and those are going to be part of the sandwich also. So you can ask for extra on the sandwich, the bundi, the chura, so that
It's
you
like
get
animal
a beautiful,
style.
nice crunch when you take a bite of the sandwich.
In-N-Out's fries are so shit.
I like
This
In-N-Out's
red
fries.
garlic chutney
The
is
only
smell
edible
of
one that are
Maharashtra.
animal style.
Tiny little baby garlic, sometimes fried, sometimes dried in the sun. Peanuts, red chilies, obviously dried red chilies, salt, and then the chura. This stuff is crumbled up and put into it. Everybody's got their own technique for how to make it. These guys add a little bit of this to that, and they make it fresh here almost every day. And this is what gives vada pav its distinctive taste. A vada pav without this,
It's not what about?
I mean, take a look at that hole in the window here. This is where it goes. Then up front are the maestros doing the sandwich assembly. So this entire operation, 99% of the vadas are going through that tiny hole in the wall to serve the hundreds of people gathered outside. Let me show you the other side of the window. Right back here. Chetan, how are you? This is where the food comes out, the vadas come out. They go straight into the bucket over here. You got 2 assembly stations. One on the right, one on the left. Take a look at the crowd outside. They're wondering what I'm doing in here. They just want their vada pav. They're ready to go. Once the bun's open, the green chutney is spooned under the top and smeared with a spoon. Then they sprinkle the garlic red chutney, which is dry, onto the bottom so it sticks to the chutney and doesn't fall out. The sweet chutney is squirted onto the bottom from a squeeze bottle.
Oh,
Vada
squirt
stuffed in
your
the inside,
sweet chutney.
And then the fried green chili is stuck on top, handed to you on a piece of wax paper if you're going to eat it here, or wrapped up if you're going to take it to go. We're not even in any kind of meal rush. It's just a random time in the afternoon. In about an hour, people start emptying out of offices, but then I can't imagine what this looks like at 8 p.m. as folks decide that what they were craving for dinner, what they were hankering for, was a vada pav. We're on the street, literally. Everywhere around me, people are eating their vada pav standing on the street. I mean, this is the definition of street food.
Is that by the
The
gate?
vada pav is to Mumbai what the
think
slice
so.
of pizza is in New York City. I mean, it defines Bombay. During the Civil War in America, when cotton production plunged, the cotton mills in Bombay went into overdrive so that they could supply cotton to the rest of the world. Suddenly, factory workers were coming out at
Nice
all
info.
odd hours of the day, and they needed to eat. So the enterprising street cart vendors figured out how to make on-the-fly dishes.
What a cool
on a tiny
piece of
little
history
hawker
to
stand.
know.
So they'd go to the bakeries that were run by the Portuguese. They were baking this roll called pau, which is the Portuguese word for bread. And they put together these stomach-filling meals that could be done in bread with vegetables so that it would basically appeal to everybody. And that's sort of the origin of the vada pav and many of the other pav dishes. I'm salivating. I've been waiting for this moment for 3 days. Ek vada pav. Aur chutney acha dalna. Thank you. 25 rupees. This is insane.
That's crazy.
So I got my coupon, and luckily there seems to be a longer line right now than folks picking up the vada, so I got a break here. Just got to shove this in his face and get his attention. Can't be shy. You got to be aggressive. You got to move in. If I stand here and wait for people, I'll be going further back every second. Here we go. Get right in there. Chutney and sadana, please. What up here? And there's my green chili. Let's walk with this bad boy. I can't wait.
Oh, that looks good.
This is a love story to Mumbai.
Vada
it is-
pav!
We've got the green chutney on the top, the vada itself. On the bottom, we got the tamarind chutney, the sweet chutney as they call it, meeta chutney, mixed in with some
One of my
that,
favorite
red
things
chili, garlic
we ate
peanut
in India,
chutney,
without
and
question,
of course the
was
spicy fried chili on top.
vada
So you
pav
get
in
a little
Mumbai.
piece. I mean,
It's delicious.
Hot as balls. But
Yeah, really hot. Oh, you meant spice-wise.
whew,
delicious.
I can't even describe what's happening in my
I
mouth
made
right
that
now.
on
The bread is so
many years
soft,
ago on the
it
channel.
literally just tears apart. And then you hit the crunch of the pakora batter on the outside. And then the soft, warm, almost umami-laden potatoes just sort of coat the inside of the mouth with a creamy texture. And then all of a sudden,
Yeah,
the bite
creamy
of
texture.
that
Coat the
red
inside
chili
of
with
my
the
mouth
garlic
with your
just
creamy
hits your tongue,
texture.
lights it up. It makes you want to go back in for another bite almost immediately.
That's true.
It's a virtuous cycle. Bite, burn, bite, burn.
It kind of looks like LGP a little bit.
He does a little bit.
I think it's his hair.
It's the
There are
hair.
certain foods that have this special thing about it. I guess the English word we'd call is crave-worthy, where every bite literally creates the desire for the next bite.
For the next bite,
I
yeah.
feel like that way with pizza.
Yeah.
And vada pav is definitely one of those foods. Every bite
Where's
creates
he
the
from in
desire
America?
for the next one. That's when you know that
He's
you've
an
got
American
something
accent.
truly special happening.
Very much so.
Right?
It's
Yeah.
a filling sandwich. That's the idea behind a vada pav, is to fill the bellies of hungry, office workers, factory workers. It works as breakfast. It works as a
Hell
snack
yeah.
in between meals. While we've been standing here, we've seen students. We've seen
Indian food is the
panhandlers,
best
we've seen
breakfast
business
food
men in
I could
suits,
possibly
we've seen
imagine.
lawyers
That's just the
coming out
thumb
of
of
their
uncle.
courtroom cases. And it's a universal food. It transcends all ethnicities, socioeconomic classes, rich, poor, student, judge, victim.
25 rupees.
Everybody enjoys a vada
What is
pav.
that, like 5 cents?
If you come to Mumbai,
What?
25
there's
rupees.
so much you can do here. But the
25
one thing
rupees
you
is like
have
a
to
quarter.
do to have the quintessential Mumbai experience is to have a vada pav. It is the sandwich that defines the city. Amazing history and an amazing sandwich. That's Mumbai
we saw
all
him.
wrapped
I
up in a
think we
package
answered
for you.
questions.
History,
Yeah, I
story,
think he's a
the
New York
personal touch,
chef.
and as always, the taste.
It says Master Chef, so is he Food Network?
I don't know.
Those of you who know him?
But I'm so hungry.
That's just...
That made me so hungry.
That immediately made me want to go to Chennai Tiffin right now after this and get lunch.
For stuff like this, I mean, obviously inflation hits everybody, but does inflation ever in India hit stuff that everybody's like, this needs to be cheap, or I will not buy it?
Yeah.
Is vada pav that?
I would
one of
imagine
those
that's a
things?
staple that's just got to stay as
Like certain, like your wife has done it when we were in India. I saw them do it. Like if something like they knew was supposed to be cheap was like a little too expensive, they're like, I'm not doing that.
That's one of the great things about In-N-Out here. One of the things In-N-Out is known for is they could charge so much more than they do for their food, but they have high turnover. Same thing at Porto's Bakery.
Yeah.
Porto's Bakery could charge so much more for their food, and they're loaded because the food is great and you're not getting ripped off. They charge enough to make a profit, but not to bilk you. And yeah, makes sense that it's Vada Pav, not Vada Pav.
Are you sure it's not
Stupid
Vada
American.
Pav? I think it might be
Stupid
Vada Pav.
Americans.
Anyways, it was great. Let
White
us know what
boys.
videos we can react to down below.
The biggest, the baddest, wackiest, funniest, filmiest show on earth.
Never for